Hello, this is MrChabry. We are back. I should have checked in here real quick. I think there's something in here you can grab. Alright, yeah, you can heal up here. And this person has their own little Crocorock, which is the evolved form of Sandile. But yeah, we did a lot of stuff last time. Of course, there's still more stuff to do. And I would like us to go and finish up the desert resort. So that way we can get as much experience as possible from this location. Now, we're going to face someone with a Roggenrola. We've already shown that Jakama can hold its own against these rock types. And the Intimidate also helps out. So let's go ahead and throw a Sand Tomb and then some Mud Slaps. Wow, we totally missed the first Sand Tomb. That's annoying. But we're going to keep missing, it would seem. But let's go ahead and throw another one. Hopefully this one connects. Yeah, so now we start throwing Mud Slaps at our man here. It's annoying that he's hitting with all these rock blast. And we'll throw a Mud Slap. We totally miss. The Sand Tomb is helping us out in the long run, though. Hopefully that's going to help us just get over the edge in terms of damage. Alright, the accuracy drop is great. Yes, alright. Now things are balancing out in terms of luck. We're going to take on this Roggenrola, finish it off. And I think if we can get one Mud Slap, that would be enough. There we go. And that will be enough. There we go, nice. Now Timber. I'm going to switch. I'm going to Jalapeno. At the moment, I don't have anything super great against fighting types. But I do plan eventually on getting something that will help us out in that regard. And it looks like Jalapeno is our best bet against pure fighting types. And that will also give us some attack IVs too. That should knock this thing out. Yeah, there we go. One thing I did notice about my team, just looking at it, they're mostly physical attackers. I've kind of turned Semi-Sage into a special attacker just because I needed some special offense. If we step over here, we should be able to grab the TM for Dig. Now that is great because we have a Pokemon that can actually make use of that very well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and teach Dig to our Jakama. It's an 80 base power, so that's actually great. And I say we just get rid of Mud Slap. We've had more luck with Sand Tomb than we have with Mud Slap. Alright, and now let's finish off the desert resort. Once we finish all of the Pokemon in the desert resort, we can finally move north to Nimbasa City. Now, the main reason I want to do this is not only do I want to level up some Pokemon, I want to also be prepared for the next gym battle. That's the main thing I'm really wanting. I believe this guy doesn't battle, but there's a few trainers, like this guy, standing on top of the sand dune. Now this... Backpacker Kelsey. He's going to have a Tranquil. Now, Tranquil is the evolved form of Pidove. I actually think we've seen it before. I think we have. I don't remember. Yeah, we're going to intimidate this. And let's go ahead and crunch. Or bite. We don't have crunch yet. That would be nice if we had crunch, but we don't. Let's go ahead and let Watermelon get some experience too. Watermelon is, like I said, going to be a permanent team member for the rest of the playthrough. It is one of the best water types here in Unova. Now, if I had a physical rock type move, that would be better, but I don't as of yet. I think the Sandstorm. Oh, not quite. I'm going to Aqua Jet. And Tranquil just goes down to Sandstorm, so that it doesn't matter that it just protected itself there. And there we go. Nice. Alright, so we're just going to continue north. Oh, my Repel wore out? Did my Repel wear out again? It seems like it did. Oh no, I'm lower level. That's why. You know, honestly, I'm just going to, you know, defeating this thing will give me just enough experience to level up. And then I don't have to worry for wild Pokemon anymore. I don't have to worry about those wild Pokemon attacking. Let me use Facade. Oh my goodness. No one got experience. No one benefited from that interaction. I'm going to heal up real quick. Yeah, that is unfortunate. No one benefited from that encounter. So why did you do that? Anyway, we're going to go this way. We can recognize this person as a psychic trainer. And psychic trainers, we've seen many of those, and we have a perfect Pokemon to handle that, Jacama here. Now, Bite, as we see, isn't doing as much damage, but, you know, maybe Dig will do a little bit more. We'll kind of check that out. We're going to experiment. What does more damage? All right, Bite's going to one-shot it, so Bite is actually fine in this situation. Next up is Woobat. We're just going to bite it again. Why change the strategy when the strategy is working? Now, unless that thing had something like Bite, Imprison doesn't matter. You can see Jacama actually getting a lot of experience in this little corner. Grab a Firestone here. You had a chance to grab one earlier in the playthrough. Now this is where you can grab another one. Oh, and there is a Pokemon Ranger just chilling up here in the corner. Now she's going to have a Pokemon we haven't seen yet, Ducklet. Ducklet is a water flying type. And since that is the case, Jacama here is not going to do much. But I can use Watermelon to hit it on its flying side and weaken it that way. Alright. So I'm not worried about it setting up a Veil of Water because Ducklet's not that much of a threat to Watermelon. Now, Feather Dance, however, is going to be quite annoying because that's going to lower our attack. I do feel happy that Ancient Power is not going to be affected, but if it doesn't do much damage, it's going to do more than 50, so we're fine. It's not going to be able to heal up enough to take another hit. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and finish this thing off. And there we go. Nice. So Jakama has leveled up to 22. It wants to learn Embargo. I'm going to embargo that decision, because that's not the greatest move. All right, the Rossberry, it helps with burns. All right, so we're going to step this way. There is a ranger hiding in this little cove. But we're getting there. We're about to finish up all the battles that are available within this little area. Now an Intimidate's going to help us out, and then a Dig should, if not completely one-shot it, bring it to Sandstorm range. I believe that's what we saw before when facing this. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, Fire Punch misses as well. Nice. Our luck is turning around. Oh, and Jakama is perfect against this Blitzel. And Pursuit, we resist Pursuit. Why would you click Pursuit? Nice. So I think, if not taking it out, it should bring it to range for the Sandstorm. Oh, and that will take it out. Nice. Alright, and with that, there's an item that we can grab south. We're going to get a berry first, another Rost berry. Now let's go ahead and go south, because there's an item hidden away. It's going to be Rock Tomb. That's great, because my physical Rock-type Pokemon does not have a physical Rock-type move. And this will give us what we need. Rock Tomb is such a great move because it can be learned by so many Pokemon. I'm going to get rid of Wide Guard. That only works well in double battles, and there's so few double battles, you're not going to really need to worry about that. And if I do it, did the repel wear off? Okay, it didn't. I just wanted to make sure. Alright, there's a Psychic here. The Psychic can't see that I'm trying to get his attention. Makes you wonder if he's psychic at all. Alright, we got our Jakama out here. So, Yamask, like I said in the previous episode, is a pure Ghost-type Pokemon. It's going to be weak to your Dark-type moves, just as much as a Psychic would be. It has the ability Mummy, which, when you make contact, it changes your ability to Mummy. It just takes away whatever tools you might have. Now, it doesn't bother us that much, just because we were able to get the Intimidate as soon as we came in. But other abilities that might be a little more annoying. Oh. So, yeah, we're going to get hit with Hypnosis, but that's okay. We do have Chesto Berries in our bag. And Moon is going to go down to the Sandstorm. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and heal up. Well, we might actually have an Awakening. I'd rather use Awakening first. Just because Yeah, we do. The berries you can use during battle. Awakenings, you actually have to use your turn for an awakening. If you look over here, there is this tower. You can't really do much in the tower yet. But you can see that eventually you're going to come up some stairway. What you can do is go over here and grab this heart scale. Now you can use heart scales to relearn moves that your Pokemon might have forgotten. So really, if you want to heart scale it up, let's go ahead and head over here. There is an item here as well. Super Potion. We have a backpacker here. Alright, and this one is going to have Maractus. No, we've already seen this thing before. Like I said, this is a terrible, terrible Pokemon if you want to use it on your team. I would prefer any other grass type. Heck, even Simisage would probably be a better choice than this. But I'm going to go ahead and go into Jalapeno. Jalapeno will do the job. Alright, and this thing has Needle Arm. I actually think Needle Arm's a cool move. It's a physical grass-type move. You don't see that many physical grass-type moves at all in this whole entire game. In any Pokemon. Usually if you think of grass-type moves, you're thinking of special moves. But Needle Arm gives you that variety you might be looking for. Alright, and I do believe there should be a trainer down here. I believe this is also a Psychic, so as a Psychic, we have the advantage with our Sandile. So Gothita is going to be the counterpart to Solosis. Solosis is slower and bulkier, I believe. Gothita is going to be slightly faster. Oh no, they're pretty close in terms of what they do. They're pretty close to the same in what they do. I think really the only difference is that Gothita's line has a little bit higher attack, offensive stats, and Solosis has higher defense stats, I think. I think that's the only thing. I don't remember off the top of my head, but those two are actually good choices if you're needing a Psychic type. Alright. And now we're just going to head out this way. This guy who, standing in a crater, he's going to give us Soft Sand. It's going to help with ground type moves. Which, eventually we're going to give that to Jakama. But right now, I think Jakama's good with the black glasses. And I honestly think this is the last trainer here. I think this might be the last trainer. We'll double check to make sure. But she's going to have a Watchog. We've seen these Watchogs before. And Intimidate will be nice in dealing with this Watchog. Go ahead and bite since we've got the black glasses. And we might get a flinch. Ooh, we get a crit and a flinch. We got lucky there. Nice. So I think that is the last trainer. I'm going to double check, make sure. There's someone here. Did we battle you, sir? We did not. So we're going to battle this backpacker. That's going to be the last trainer in the area surrounding Relic Castle. Now, I would say it would make sense to go ahead and battle them at this point in the game. Just because once you come back, your Pokemon are going to be at higher level. And how the experience system works, they're not going to be as fruitful for you to battle. I want a Sand Tomb for residual damage and then go for a Dig. Bug Bite's going to be annoying, but with the Intimidate, that should help us out. And let's go ahead and dig. Just dig underground. Alright. I'm hoping that dig will do the job. I'm going to miss the Bug Bite, of course. Oh, not quite, not quite. But the fact that we can now switch means I do want to switch. Opponent boosting their speed did not pay off, because then they had to go first when I was already underground. And an Aqua Jet should finish the job. Nice. Alright. Watermelon is at level 26. Chikama, not quite leveling up, but getting experience out of that. That's really my main thing. So before we move on to Nimbasa City, let's grab this Stardust. You can use that to sell at various Pokemarts. And that's it. Let's go ahead and throw Repel back on us. And we'll heal up real quick before continuing on. Make sure we are good and healthy. And that is it. The Desert Resort is pretty much cleared until we have to come back. And eventually we will have to come back because Team Plazma is going to actually do some shenanigans later on. But for now, the Desert Resort is complete. Route 4 is mostly complete. We do have, I believe, a trainer up here. And this should be the final trainer of Route 4. Backpacker Jerome. He's going to have a Pidove. We've seen so many Pidoves, it's not a threat to us. I could let Tortuga take this out, but Jacama is really going to be the Pokemon that I need to have for the next gym battle. So I'm going to let it get this experience. You see Jacama really cutting right through that Pidove. Alright, nice. And that's it. So, if we continue north, we will now enter Nimbasa City. And we can see that the professor is already here. And in fact, Sharon is here as well. So, he's going to give us some freebies. And what she means is Ultra Balls. These are some of the best Pokeballs that you can buy. So it's going to be helpful for us whenever we find the last group of Pokemon that are going to become our team members. Alright, thank you, Sharon. Alright, so what should we do now? Looks like we could go north. Or you can go south, I guess. I don't know. I'm done with Route 4, Sharon. I'm moving on up to Nimbasa City. Now, Nimbasa City is a huge city. We're going to see Team Plazma scuffling with his old man. This is actually the old man of the daycare. And honestly, I don't know what he's doing way up here. He's going to ask us to help him out. He's going to ask a kid to help save him, this old man. I guess if he's like super, super old, it's not going to be that much of a problem. But we see Watchog. We faced many of these Watchogs. We're going to get the nice Intimidate on this thing. And let's go ahead and dig. Dig will do more damage. because we got Stab, and it's a higher damage output than Bite. Once we get Crunch, Crunch is going to be huge for us. But until then, I think, honestly, Dig's going to be our main go-to. We'll use Bite to finish this thing off, but Dig is going to be our main damage potential. You know, Swagger. I'm not really worried about Swagger. Alright, Trubbish. Trubbish is a poison type garbage bag Pokemon. It's a better defensive Pokemon than an offensive. It's not really that great offensive. Mainly for taking hits, but the thing is, its typing is not the best because Poison is not the best defensive typing at this point. It is better in newer games because of Fairy type. But back in the day, it was a terrible thing to have on your Pokemon. They're going to run to the amusement park. The daycare man is happy that we saved him. So he's going to give us a bike. Nice. Alright, so, like I said, Route 3 is way... That's even before you get to Nacrene City. So I don't know what he's doing here in Nimbasa City. But now Bianca is going to come up here. She's excited. She wants to see the Pokemon musical, which might be something of interest that we might check out. So yeah, the Pokemon musical is actually a cool location. We might go ahead and look at that. So each Pokemon game, or each Pokemon game to a point, introduces a side mechanic, like contest. So in Ruby and Sapphire, you have contest. In Diamond and Pearl, they introduce Super Contest. In Heart Gold, Soul Silver, they actually have... They do have like a photo section where you can dress them up, but I believe the Pokeathlon takes that position more than the simple dress them up. For this, you're going to want to pick one of your Pokemon. We're going to go with Jalapeno. This is Jalapeno's time to shine. So if you look on the bottom screen, you've got these different accessories. And basically, these are the props and the costume for the Pokemon musical. I actually think I like that top hat more. Alright, and there we go. Look how good Jalapeno looks. Jalapeno is ready to star in its first production of whatever play we're about to do. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch. I mean, basically, we're going to do the same thing. And dress up Jalapeno. Let's go ahead and do a forest stroll. This will remind us of that time we went through Pinwheel Forest and destroyed all the bug and grass types. So, yeah, we're going to dress up. We've already dressed up, so I know what I want us to have. There we go. And I think that's it. Alright, let's go ahead and watch this beautiful performance starring Jalapeno. The nice forest stroll. The time that we went through Pinwheel Forest and burnt all the bug grass types that were contained therein. Alright, so we're going to see all the costumes appear. We're going to do some dancing. We're going to spin our tennis racket. Nice. We're also going to spin our cane. Alright, so he's going to wave his flag. Now, I do have to say, looking at the contest and what comes after in Pokemon Black 2 version is actually the Poke movie studio. The musical really leaves a lot to want, because you don't really do much. You just spin your item and that's pretty much it. You just watch them kind of dance. But you can see they're getting into it. And that was a stunning performance from Jalapeno. And you can display the photo on the wall at the musical theater. Now it looks like that Patrat got the most attention. It was very distinctive, dressed up well. Was very cool, sharp moves. And then Patrat is going to be, I guess, the star of the show, the one that stole the show. But, I mean, I think Jalapeno should have got that one. But, anyway, once we step out here, Bianca is talking to her dad. And he's kind of trying to get her to come back home. He doesn't believe in her, even though she made it out here by herself. So we're going to see Lisa. This is going to be the gym leader of Nimbasa City. She uses electric types. She's going to stand up for Bianca. And with that, Bianca's father is going to see things in a different light. Because the stranger, I mean, think of it. This is a stranger to him. Walks up and says, oh, she could do it. And he's saying, oh, I guess I was selfish in wanting you to be safe. I think you're taking the wrong lesson from this, sir. Alright, and with that, Bianca's character arc's pretty much, I guess, done, I guess? I don't know. Because her whole character arc was she was uncertain of her own abilities. Her dad didn't know about her abilities. And now he agrees that she has abilities because a stranger said, hey, daughter made it out here on her own. So we're going to end this episode here. Next time, we're going to go check out the amusement park. We're going to check out the gym. Do a lot of fun stuff. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next Pokemon video.